I really hate that I have to sit here and explain this every time I make a video on the Giants. It's insanely hard for me to be mad about this team because they have done absolutely nothing at all for you to be mad about. You know why? Because this team is consistently disappointing, so it's hard for you to be mad at something you honestly expect at this point. And honestly, man, I got so mad at this game to the point where I just sat here and kept the game on my monitor. And I started working on a script for my video that I'm going to be putting out sometime later this week. That's how mad I was at this game. I just couldn't be disappointed. I just said, you know what? I'm going to start working on the script, put the game to the side. If we come back, we come back. But at the end of the day, I'm not really expecting much more from this team at this point. Day by day, the worries I had about this team coming into the offseason have came true. I was kind of worried about this secondary. I get that we had Javon Holland. I get that we had Paulson Adebo. But both of those guys are absolutely garbage. So honestly, saying those guys at this point don't even matter because both of those guys have been playing absolutely atrocious as of lately. Paulson Adebo, corner one, really? Laughable. Deonte Banks, our first round pick, this guy was playing special teams. He's a flag machine. This guy is not even doing what he was brought into the team to do for the most part. Play corner every down. He can't even do that. Alan Newbin, the ball hawking safety we drafted from Minnesota. This guy has worse angles than a lot of the barbers in y'all's hairlines. That's how bad it is. He had a bad angle versus the Chargers on that one Amarion Hampton touchdown. And then versus the Saints today, he caught another bad angle on that Rashid Shaheed touchdown. Every week is something new with Tyler Newbin, and this was a Joe Schoen pick. I don't know why a lot of people sit here and try to defend Joe Schoen every week and said he did that, he did this. At the end of the day, we're losing. So clearly nothing he has done with his team has helped us in any way. So bringing up what he did in the 2022-2023 draft, it doesn't matter. We are still losing. And speaking of the 2023 draft, where was Jalen Hyatt today? Our star wide receiver Malik Neighbors is going to be out for the rest of the season. And I saw this guy get targeted maybe 1-2 times in the fourth quarter when the game was already over. Where was this guy at the start of the game? Why were we consistently using Darius Slayton? Where was B.L. Collins? I don't know if I care if I say his name wrong. Where is Bo Collins? That's the rest of it. Bo Collins. That's it. Where was he? We didn't see him until the fourth quarter. And this team, by the way, didn't elevate a receiver, didn't sign anybody before this game. They went into this game with Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jalen Hyatt, and Bo Collins, and also Gunnar Olszewski. They didn't bring a single person up. And there was a lot of people worried about this, asking why the Giants didn't bring somebody up. They didn't elevate little Jordan Humphrey. They came into this game with 5 wide receivers. And at the end of the day, we saw how it hurt the Giants. I'm not saying any of those elevations would have helped this team, but the fact they didn't bring anybody up or sign anyone is malpractice. Back to Deonte Banks real quick. Why do they keep putting this man in on third down? Why? Why every time we put this man in on third down, 90% of the time, the team ends up converting. I have no clue what this fascination is with Deonte Banks at this point. I get he's a first round pick, but every time he is on the field, it's a negative for the Giants. I really don't understand why the Giants keep trying with this. It's not working. They need to give up. I know when I haven't addressed the elephant in the room, we're going to get that at right now. The New York Giants had 5 turnovers in this game. 5 turnovers. Remember, the Giants were leading at one point 14-3. They had a 14-3 lead at one point in the second quarter. Also, another reminder, the New York Giants had 5 turnovers in a row, basically. 5 turnovers. The first one was the fumble by Darius Slayton, and that gave the Saints a lot of momentum. Going into the fourth quarter, they got a field goal to take the lead. Third turnover, Jackson Dart comes out of nowhere, gets hit by the ghost of I don't know what, and fumbles the ball, setting the Saints up at their own 43. Fourth quarter, the Giants come in, get the ball back, they take it all the way downfield. Cam Scatterbo fumbles the ball. This time he's taken all the way for a scoop and score, and now the Giants are down to 43-23 after being up 14-3 at one point. The next two plays were both Jackson Dart interceptions. One, he tried to force a pass, got picked. The first one, I think, came when Bo Collins just started running his route. I don't know if I want to blame Jackson Dart too much on this, but Bo Collins just decided to start running his route and he got picked off, obviously. Saying we fumbled away this game wouldn't even be just a pun. We legitimately fumbled this game. The Giants had multiple opportunities to extend the lead in this game, but the interceptions and the fumbles literally costed us this game. It literally resulted in a huge swing in points the other way. If these turnovers didn't happen, 90% chance the Giants win this game. But I don't care about these hypotheticals. At the end of the day, we lost. We lost. 5 turnovers that resulted in a huge swing for the Saints. You're not going to win a game with 5 turnovers. The Lions did it, but we're not the Lions. We're a terrible team, so we don't have that benefit of the doubt. There was also one play in the game where Darius Slayton dropped the pass. There was another play early in the game where Darius Slayton, they did a flea flicker. Jackson Dart unfortunately just overthrew it, so it wasn't just turnovers in this game. It was just really bad execution all around for the Giants in this game. Like, I've already said what I said about Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen. Personally, I want both of them fired. This is probably one of the first games this season where I can't sit here and say coaching was a big issue. Offensive mistakes ended up being the reason why we lost. I can't blame it on coaching. That's players. You turn over the ball, that's not on coaching, that's on the players. As much as I hate this coaching staff, I can't sit here and blame them for the reason we lost. Jackson Dart having a really dumb fumble that I still don't know how it was caused, that's on him. Cam Scatterbone not knowing how to hold on to the football, that's on him. Bo Collins stopping to run his route and then Jackson Dart got picked off, that's on him. Jackson Dart forcing the ball that gets picked off, that's on him. You get the point at this point. Darius Slayton fumbling the ball in our own, the Saints territory, while we were in field goal range to possibly extend the lead, that's on him. And he was literally just asked, why didn't he elevate Little Jordan Humphrey from the practice squad for today's game? This is what this bowling ball said. We felt good about where we were at relative to our game plan going into the game. Absolute BS, and he knows it. In what world is bringing up 5 wide receivers, technically 4 because Gunnar Olszewski is a special teamer, but 4 wide receivers a good idea? Why is that a good idea? Let me know, because I don't see anywhere in the world where that's a good idea in any way. Personally, at this point, I'm at a point where Brian Daboll said it was a good idea and we end up losing this game. I'm probably going to be on the side where it's probably the opposite. It was a good idea. More importantly, did you feel good about it after Darius Slayton got hurt? Let me know. Also, I want to remind y'all, we paid Darius Slayton $36 million in the offseason. $36 million. And let me give y'all a bit of a memory refresher on how much that is. Darius Slayton was paid $36 million. Guess how much Saquon Barkley got paid with the Eagles when he first went to them in the 2024 offseason? Guess how much? The Eagles gave Saquon Barkley a 3-year, $37 million contract worth $26 million in guarantees. The New York Giants gave him, Darius Slayton, 3 years, $36 million, $22 million guaranteed. You mean to tell me that you couldn't pay this man $1 more million in his contract and couldn't give him $4 more million in guarantees? You decided to let our star running back walk, but later you decide to keep Darius Slayton, who is at best a very strong wide receiver 2. Not a wide receiver 1, never. But you brought back, yeah, it makes so much sense, right? Especially now. I'm not even going to talk about Xavier McKinney, the other guys, because it's just dumb GM or our dumb GM. Honestly, I'm not even going to sit here and talk trash about the Saints, because they beat us. They beat us. They were the better team today. I'm not about to sit here and say we lost to an 0-4 team. At the end of the day, we're bad too. So coming in here making fun of the Saints would be hypocritical because we lost to the Saints. So I'm not going to come in here and say we lost to the 0-4 Saints. We deserve to lose this game. So I'm not going to undermine the Saints. They were the better team here. And I said this earlier in the year, the Giants probably in their schedule, they may pull off one upset. That one upset was against the Chargers. And I said I would not be surprised if they lose to the Saints at this rate. Now, granted, that wasn't for Malik Neighbors got hurt, but Even with Malik Neighbors, I said that I still wouldn't be surprised if we lose to them. We lost them anyway. And looking at the rest of the Giants schedule, I see maybe one more win on the schedule. We're going to take a look at it. So we're going to play the Philadelphia Eagles week 6 on Thursday. Then we play the Broncos. Then we play the Eagles. I don't see us winning any of those games. 49ers, probably going to lose to them. Bears will probably lose to them. Packers, probably going to lose to them. Lions, probably going to lose to them. Washington Commanders, probably going to lose to them. I'm not too sure about Minnesota at this point, but knowing the Giants will probably lose to them, I think we'll beat the Raiders. But after how we play against the Saints, I don't know. The Cowboys, we're probably going to lose to them too. And I'm going to let y'all know something, by the way. Shane Bowen was called out by Spencer Rattler earlier in the week, by the way. This is what Spencer Rattler said about Shane Bowen. Rattler said, on the back end, they don't do as much as what we've seen from other teams, disguise-wise. They've got wrinkles and everything. They run what they do well. He basically said Shane Bowen is an uncreative defensive coordinator. And he didn't lie either. Even if he won this game, I still would have agreed with him. And I think most of you guys saw that firsthand today. Well, what you've been seeing for the last couple weeks. Shane Bowen is an uncreative defensive coordinator, and it was proven today because Spencer Rattler absolutely cooked us. And listen, I'm from South Carolina. I'm happy for Spencer Rattler. I'm mad about his team, obviously, but I'm happy Spencer Rattler got his first win. I should never be happy that my team lost, but again, Spencer Rattler, he played at South Carolina, so I'm always going to root for some South Carolina guys. It hurts me that the Giants lost, but I'm happy for Spencer Rattler. Personally, I don't know what more I can say about this team that I haven't said already. It's a terrible team all around. Coaching-wise, even if coaching wasn't a problem today, they've still been a problem for the rest of the season. Brian Dable needs to go. Shane Bowen needs to go. Joe Shane needs to go. The whole entire coaching staff needs to go. It's just a battle team all around. I think I've said this numerous times already. So I hope you guys for some reason enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel, tap the bell icon. We are on the road at 2K, so if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button, tap the bell icon for future football content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.